My name is Ben Gannon, and I'm an abstract painter. I make simple textural paintings with acrylic and flash on paper. I've shown work at places like Calypti Gallery, Joe Bar, and Tacoma Art Museum.
My name is Joey Veltkamp. I make fiber arts, usually in the form of quilts. They're usually brightly colored, happy quilts, but also kind of a little bit of sadness underneath. I have showed in various places like Soil. Last year I had a solo show at Greg Kucera Gallery, Tacoma Art Museum, Bellevue Arts Museum. I have some pieces up there right now.
We met because of my sister Tiffany, who saw Joey in the audience at a music show and saw him weeping. And
to be fair, it was Perfume Genius.
It was Perfume Genius, so it was really sad.
Right.
So she was like, that's the guy for my brother.
Yeah.
And then 4 awkward dates later, we were together. Living in Seattle in this exciting and weird and strange boom time, housing is kind of unstable, and that had started to be a drag for us.
To learn more about donning the life jacket,
visited Bremerton, and within an hour of our visit, we're like, oh, this is a whole new weird place for us, and there's something going on here that's really unique.
We are now arriving at our destination. Thank you for sailing aboard the Washington State Ferries.
I don't think that either of us, maybe when we were in Seattle, neither of us had an idea to let's start a gallery. But when we moved out to Bremerton, we were really curious already about what was going on in the dynamic art scene. We just thought, wouldn't it be fun if we turned these 2 front spaces into, like a Howard House or a Vignettes or any of these home galleries that already existed in Seattle. What are we going to do this year? Huckleberry?
Huckleberry, blueberry. Our collaborative art practice, I think, really started a couple years ago when we did a show that was a collection of jams that we had made from fruit and plants that we had foraged through 3 seasons in Seattle. We started that really thinking about domesticity, the sphere of the home, the sort of love and affection and kindness, sweetness and memory that can happen in that space.
We don't draw a big division between oh, now we're doing art, now we're doing life. I think we both think of the kind of home as, our biggest collaborative project.
Having the opportunity of more space that we can define on our own by owning a home, we thought, well, let's further that exploration of the possibilities of domestic life and domestic values. And I think that, that morphed into Cogean.
A Cogean art opening is kind of all over the map. There's not one specific through thread. The first one started out very sweet, very gentle. Some have been nothing on the walls, others have had barely any space on the walls. The space influences people specifically because it's a domestic space, so I think people respond differently than they would in a normal gallery setting. It's been one of our favorite things is how the domestic sphere has influenced the work.
Oh, great. Oh, look at the chairs. I got this one.
You got that?
Our current show is an art installation by Matt Offenbacher that consists of jigsaw puzzles that he designed that are available for sale as art objects, but as well, they're available to just come in and puzzle.
He comes in, he's like, do we look at art or can I just start puzzling? And she's like, both. It's like, have a seat.
I will puzzle.
We kind of wanted to do a take on the gallery that was very loving, because when you go out to openings, which is where you're showing your artistic support for things, you're doing it in a sterile gallery, you have several other places to visit that night. It's really hard to have meaningful connections at art openings, I think.
Yay, excellent. Happy birthday to you.
Hey, how are you? Good. Oh, it's good. We love that we have the possibility for such a range of experiences because art fits in our lives in many ways. Welcome to Cogean Gallery.